If you're not using a Windows-based phone, there's a little company in Redmond, Washington that wants to change that. They've come up with some new software, and here to talk about that is Brian Hoskins of Microsoft. Your title is actually Director of Emerging Business, the Emerging Business team. I had Mobility Director, which makes you sound like a bus driver.
That's right, Director on the Emerging Business team at Microsoft.
And with you is Alex Housley of Rumble, who has developed an application for Windows telephones, and we're going to be talking about that in just a few minutes. But first, let me ask you about version 6.5. What is it, and how is it different?
Well, John, we have some very exciting releases coming out next week. We have Windows Mobile 6.5, which is being rebranded as Windows Phone, and it's going to feature a much improved UI, user interface, as well as some great improvements around touch and gesture support on the device, a full browser, which will include support for Flash, the first operating system on a phone to do that, as well as what I'm very excited about is Windows Marketplace for Mobile, which is our new app store to find, discover, and purchase applications right on your device.
So there'll be a different look and a different feel, and you're going to have a bunch of applications, which is really the key for users using one of these phones, right? They want a large selection of applications.
That's right. It's about a large selection. We're doing a lot of work, things like Mobile Incubation Week that we're running here in Washington, D.C. this week, as well as our Microsoft BizSpark program. But a lot of it's around discoverability. So we're going to make it a lot easier to find, categorize, and get the applications on the device that you want.
And in order to do that, you're having this Incubation Week, which you talked about. You've also had that in Mountain View, California, and in London before. What is that, and what's the goal?
I like to consider it the American Idol of mobility. What we've done is we selected 150, we have 150 applications for the program. We selected the top 5 for each event. We've done 4 so far. We did 1 in Mountain View, we've done 1 in London, Singapore, and now Washington, D.C. And what we've done is we brought in our top developers and our top technical minds. We brought in business people from the Emerging Business team and some Microsoft executives to develop and help support these startups in preparation for the marketplace launch.
And how many people are using Windows phones now?
We've shipped about 50 million devices since inception, and about 30 to 35 million of those have been shipped over the last 2 years alone. So a lot of growth there. We're very excited about it.
So about 12% of the market share or so, which means there are plenty more phones out there, and Microsoft is going after those. And to do that, you're expanding the number of applications you're using, which brings us both to the incubation and to Alex Housley, who's here, a developer of software for Rumble. Can I ask you to tell us a little bit about how you got involved?
Okay, so we joined the BizSpark program, and a lady called Bindi Karia, based in London, who heads up the program, invited us along to the Mobile Incubation Week. So we turned up, and we're just blown away by the level of support that we received from Microsoft, and managed to, in a week, achieve what probably would have taken a couple of months otherwise.
Now, how did that happen? What is the help you get?
Okay, so we are a very small team and focus on other platforms previously. So we didn't have a huge amount of knowledge as far as the Windows platform is concerned. So we found interacting with developers, the Windows mobile developers there, enabled us to conquer certain technical challenges that would have taken a lot longer to work out otherwise. We also found that the introductions that were made within Microsoft, it's obviously a very large company, so it's difficult to work out sometimes where people fit into the chain, and also other contacts within the mobile world. So it really has been incredible support for a small startup company like Rumble.
Rumble's got an innovative application for Windows phones. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so we're building Rumble to make it the easiest way to find, discover, and share points of interest anywhere in the world. The secret sauce of Rumble really is a trust profile algorithm that we've created, which enables you to find or receive personalized scores for locations. So you may see 9 out of 10 for a place, I may see 7 out of 10 for a place, other people will see different ratings. So it's a little bit like a social network, and we all know how that works and the connections that are made between people. If you take that concept and look at paths of trust that you have between people you know and people that you don't necessarily know, strangers that maybe have been to the same restaurants and have rated places.
So you tailor the ratings for restaurants or other services based on personal taste.
That's correct, yeah.
Gotcha.
So this is a popular service in London, and we're looking to grow and build the user base in the States. So hopefully we'll see a lot more of Rumble over here soon.
Gotcha. And Brian, this is part of the plan for Microsoft, is to develop more applications like this that are unique to Windows phones. How many applications could we possibly see in the near future?
Well, you see a lot of applications out there. There's probably about 100,000 different types of applications on mobile devices today. But I think a lot of it's not going to be just the numbers, but also what you can actually do with the applications and how powerful those are to use on your phone. So Windows phones are actually quite unique in the fact we offer choice, different types of form factors, different screen resolutions, to take advantage of all the great things you can do with applications.
And is it fair, I've been making the assumption that the more applications you have, the better chance you have to lure more users. Is that an accurate assessment?
Yeah, that's part of it. And that's part of our efforts around Microsoft BizSpark, trying to get more companies developing on our platform and really making a better experience for our end users.
Great. Well, Brian Hoskins, I want to thank you for coming from Microsoft, and Alex Housley from Rumble, coming all the way from London. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, John.
And thank you for joining us. You can always catch up with us at abcnews.com. Until then, I'm John Hendren in Washington, and now you are ahead of the curve.